For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Good morning. Welcome to Stonemont Church, and because I believe I'll put this on other channels, welcome to you all as well. This is a subject that applies across the board to many people. That's well, it's primarily a Stonemont Church, but it applies just as much to the preparedness channels. It has to do with what's going on in our world. I'm going to talk a little bit about what our true enemy is. And then at the end of this, I'm going to have a special, I don't want everybody to get excited. It's not a big news thing. I'll just have a certain message for the Stonemont Church subscribers. And for any of you who aren't subscribed to Stonemont Church, we'd love to have you, invite you to come over and subscribe. I'll put the, for other channels, I'll put the link down here. I got up this morning and I was checking the news and I came across something by Jason Whitlock. Most of you are probably familiar with Jason Whitlock. I remember him when he was here in Kansas City with the Kansas City Star, mainly as a sports writer, but he really made his name and evolved as both a sports writer and a social commentator. The guy tells it like it is. And a lot of people don't like him for that. He finds himself outside the mainstream in many ways, but they're unable to cancel him because he speaks the truth. And you know, when you speak the truth, it goes to the heart of people, even when they don't want to hear it. So Whitlock has gone so far beyond his original position and really taken the truth out there. He's having an impact on society that most of us wish we could. Some have an impact on society that they shouldn't, but that's another story. When I read this article, kind of an interview with Whitlock, and I don't remember who it was with. Am I sitting a little bit high here with you? Sorry. Okay. I probably look like I was a midget down here. And they were talking about, I forget what the whole general theme was, but the thing that stuck out with me was when Whitlock said that so much is what is being promoted by a certain segment of our society, from the uber liberal side, the social justice warriors, the race baiters, all of this. He says it goes beyond just a disagreement. And he says he doesn't want to diminish real racism or real anti-Semitism because it does exist, certainly not to the extent that those who make their living promoting those ideas would like everyone to believe, but it does exist. He says, but where this is coming from is satanic. He says, this is nothing less than satanic. He called out names I won't hear because that doesn't matter. What matters is, and we can recognize it as we just watch the news and watch what's going on in our media today, watch what's going on in our movies, watch what's going on in our schools, watch what's going on in our workplaces. And if we need any further proof that Satan is at work, then we're blind and we need to open our eyes. If you don't know and you don't recognize your true enemy, you won't be fighting the right battle. And too many people, and too many Christians, to be honest, are not admitting to and do not recognize the true enemy in all of this. I see too often, whether it's from other churches or simply Christians across the board, you know, with whom I come into contact, are constantly wondering why the other side, as it were, feels the way they do or believes the things they believe. They often say, well, don't they realize that what they want doesn't work? Don't they realize, whatever, I got to make a big list of all of the things that people ask, don't they realize or don't they know? That's that question First off, many of them do realize, and they're getting exactly what they're working for, and they are in the battle, while too many on our side are not in the battle because they're wondering, don't they realize? Whether they realize it or not is immaterial. It's the effects of what they're doing that's important. If you think about what evil is, it is that which is contradictory to the will of God. It is a lie. It is calling good evil and evil good. Do we see that in our society today? Look at the many things that have always been accepted as wrong. It's biblically wrong. And now it's not only condoned, but it's promoted and celebrated. This has been the destruction of our society, our country, many families. When you call evil good and call good evil, that's the lie. What was the original lie? What was the first lie? Surely you will not die. Do you remember that? When Satan asked Eve, did God say that you couldn't eat from any tree in the garden? No, we can eat anything except for this one tree. Oh, that's just because God doesn't want you to be like him, because he knows that if you eat of this tree, you'll be like him. You'll know the difference between good and evil. It's the tree of knowledge. We've pursued that knowledge, that tree of knowledge, down a path of destruction. And having partaken of that forbidden fruit of the knowledge between good and evil, mankind was plunged into evil. If you don't think that sacrificing our children is evil, if you don't think that promoting aberrant behavior is evil, if you don't think that subjecting children to experimental drugs is evil, then you don't understand the battle. Our battle, although it is with things on this physical plane, is with evil itself. And we have to stand up against it. The first step of that is recognizing it, admitting that it's true. We need more of the lukewarm social Christians, who are a major part of the problem, to stand up, to be made to realize the importance of this, that there is evil, and that a failure to stand against evil is evil itself. And the ones who are charged with letting them know this are you strong Christians. Those of you who know, you can't let this go by. You have to bring this to them. You have to bring the truth to them. The truth will set you free, will set them free. Free of what? We'll find out. The thing that we battle in ourselves, in our families, in our country, and in our world is not the foibles in ourselves. It's not the members of our family. It's not the members of our community or the other people in our country or the other people in our world. It's evil itself. Our battle is spiritual, and we have to fight that battle spiritually. And I'll be covering a lot more of this over on Stonemont Church. But then also a word to those Christians who feel that praying is enough. Your faith is good. Your faith in God is well placed and properly placed. But as the scripture tells us, faith without works is dead. You cannot hide in your prayer room. You cannot hide behind your closed eyes and pray for the world to change. We're told the world won't change. And then do nothing more. Pray for strength. Pray, as they say, for the full armor of God. But then get up and get out there and start doing something about it. Okay. I'll leave that for today. Evil is the enemy. Be willing and ready to fight it. Now, for the people in Stonemont Church, I just want to say that I will be doing more. It's been a busy month here. And my original intent was simply to put up a message on every Sunday, but I find that things are happening now that I'll probably be doing it more frequently, shorter, perhaps not full sermons, not full messages, but shorter messages like this one. And I look forward to, some of you know that I've been leaving a corporate job and will be able to devote more of my time now to the church and the channels and things like that. So I look forward to that very much. And just to let you know, so if you know anybody that is interested in this, encourage them, invite them to join us. And for you people who are still with us from the other channels, we invite you to join us at Stonemark Church as well. We have a heck of a future ahead of us. It's going to be very interesting times. We are not condemned to live in these times. We are blessed to live in these times, for we are called to stand up and do God's work. With that, I will leave you. I hope that God will bless you today as every day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.